I see someone who needs to take a bathroom break but doesn't want to leave the live stream. You know what? We'll still be here in a couple of minutes.
Yeah, unless I hope it doesn't take that person a couple hours. I keep forgetting all my workbenches. I think that's just going to have to be a thing now. Workbenches are now a renewable resource.
I see a friend of mine in the chat here.
Oh, yeah, I said I was going to check the size. Here, let me go back here. Let's save and quit the title. Yeah, we're still... 1821 is the size in megabytes of our Far Lands Robust Expedition. So let me refresh here.
I always become aware of the fact that when I hear other people typing and I hear like just the keyboard strokes coming through over the Skype call, of the fact that I'm such a slow typist because I never learned to type, and so I'm a two-finger hunt and peck kind of typer, and then I hear all these people going da 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 da.
Yeah.
So yeah, people were asking about like embarrassing things from videos. That's like just an embarrassing thing in life, since I like sit in front of a keyboard every day or whatever, but I never learned to type.
Definitely saves a hell of a lot of time, I will say that.
Indeed.
Yeah, I'm checking out the chat to see if there's anything there.
Yeah, no,
someone asked
fine.
me. Oh, go ahead.
No, I was just gonna say it's that the second phase of the extended live stream that's starting to hit me. I think.
Oh, that we talked about right at the beginning. Yeah.
Oh, I have some news. 120%, 127.
Wow.
Wow, indeed.
Someone asked me how long I think the Hunt for the Golden Apple series is going to last. It's hard to say at this point. My guess was around 50 in total episodes. So I mean, I guess if my first guess holds true, then I have another 13 to go. But yeah.
Yeah, I forget based on the odds, like how many dungeon spawners do you have to find, like on average, in order to get lucky enough to find a golden apple?
Are you still with us, Ant Venom?
Yeah, I'm still here.
Oh, sorry. Oh, Brian just asked what if there's like.
Sorry, I'm real sorry.
No, it's okay. If there were like specific odds for how rare or likely it is to find a golden apple.
Golden apple is a 1 in 125 or 101. It's either 1 in 125 or 1 in 128 of it being any given item in any given dungeon chest. So
I see.
So by the way the odds are played, I should have already found one by now.
Gotcha. Yeah, I never kept track in my kind of original Let's Play world. Like, I ended up finding a number of dungeons, but it's probably only on the order of, I don't know, like 20 of them in all the episodes.
Yeah. But yeah, and like, I think 37 episodes I found probably like, 20-ish. Maybe 25. Which is still a pretty good percentage. I mean, it's like 1 to 2, 1 every episode or 2.
Mm-hmm, mm-hmm. Yeah, I like how you do those episodes or whatever, and you cover a lot of ground. Speaking of dungeons.
Yeah, speaking of dungeons.
Yeah. Oh, geez. I'm missing it. Okay, why are ads playing left and right for me?
And in general, I don't like typically giving too many suggestions about like other things they should add to the game. But one thing I've noticed is when you travel this far, obviously you can only take the inventory that like you can hold on your person. And I guess in Terraria, is it like the piggy bank that like you can craft multiple piggy banks, but they all contain the same inventory kind of thing? And it would be cool in Minecraft if you had like the same kind of crafting recipe for a chest, except for in the center you could put like an chest or whatever, and so like it teleports all your items to like any other ender chest that you create, kind of thing, as a way to like just have items in distant portions of the map that you could access easily. And so that would be kind of a fun thing, I think, just because I tend to go on such large, not Farlands or Bust large, but large exploring missions where you end up, many kilometers away from where you started and like trying to get inventory from one place to another.
Yep. Wolfie still right behind you? I just haven't seen him in a while.
Yeah, he's still here, barking at me. Woof. Indeed.
This has become more of a common theme.
Yes, what? It's the running out of gas syndrome where.
Right, someone just said, what was this? Do you have 104 sticks in your inventory?
I have. Possibly. Yes, I do. Thank you for the very precise count. But yeah, I keep picking up sticks every time I break a boat. And.
Oh, yeah.
Oh, yeah, and you don't have to make that many torches to spend them.
Because that might be something useful to toss out.
Yeah, that's what I'm thinking. Unless I just make some random fences. What do I need to do here?
That could work too. You could make a fancy hidey hole for your next hidey hole and then throw them out.
Or ladders, yeah.
Or ladders.
You could make a super high hidey hole in the sky.
Super high D-hole.
Ba-dum bum.
Ba-dum. Indeed. At this point, it's like, how many times can I vary how I say that word? Kurt.
Yes.
Kurt, how Oh, wow, I'm getting a mega loop here. Okay. Kurt, how many kilometers do you think you've traveled?
Well,
so I guess that would be...
That would be the same thing as the coordinates, because doesn't one block equal a meter, so... when I was asked that before, I guessed 200,000, but not much more than 300. I'm not sure. That was my
Yeah,
rough...
it seemed like when we were talking about it before that, yeah, like all the guesses were kind of ranging between 200,000 and 800,000 or something.
Yeah. It's a mystery.
Someone asks the worst creeper explosion you've ever experienced. And I definitely know for mine, I should go find the episode number. It was like in the 70s or 80s, where basically I was just sitting in my house, looking in a chest, looking through my inventory, and a creeper walks right up and explodes, and my house was made of dirt, and like the entire house explodes, and it shot me straight up into the air, and I was wearing iron armor, and so I lived through it, but it made for a great YouTube moment.
Yeah.
Oh, it was YouTubed.
That was pretty funny. Because
let me go find that one.
You shot straight up into the air through the roof of your house. It was very, very cartoon-like.
Do you guys have any special creeper explosions that stand out in your minds?
I can't say. I mean, there were the few times where I came out of the hidey hole and one blew me up right away. I didn't die, obviously. It's hard to differentiate. They're all about the same, unless something crazy like that happens where you get blown through the roof of a house. But, I don't know. I can't offhand think of one, really.
I think for me, creeper explosion-wise, it's probably most recently from my hardcore survival video. There's one of two months. One was my hardcore survival video where I died. I was messing around, just like sniping skeletons. I was actually seeing if I was going to be able to snipe a skeleton from like 50 blocks out, and I did. I was about ready to walk back, and with a bow in hand, I wasn't ready for it. Creeper decided to start fizzing, and I even had armor on, but apparently he exploded so close to me, which I'm usually able to knock him back, but I missed. So he exploded right next to me, killed me. And another one was, I was inside of a cave system in one of my Golden Apple episodes, and I had a creeper. I was facing a creeper that was in front of me. A creeper started blowing up behind me, and so I immediately whipped my view around and hit it, and it exploded far enough behind me. But then the creeper I was fighting before started exploding as well, and it did the same thing. Literally whipped right around and like mid-turn, swiped my sword and hit him. It was a pretty crazy moment. So it was creeper explosions, but they didn't kill me. Indeed.
Oops.
Alright, so we are sitting at 127%.
Oh boy.
Sitting at such a high number, that any donation at any time would just be like, oh, well, I'm going to push it into 130.
Starting to accidentally make boats instead of beds.
I'm surprised you haven't been running any ads on the stream.
Yeah, I keep forgetting to do that, actually.
I have not seen one yet.
Well, I suppose I will go to sleep here. I do need to take another quick break for reasons other than eating. So I suppose it could be a good time.
Definitely.
Let me do that. Do that, and I will see you guys in a few minutes.
Already.
Indeed.
Oh no. Oh no, Kurt is gone. We have to find something to talk about. This could be painful.
Oh god, here goes chat questions again.
Yeah, it's becoming a reoccurring theme. It's like, well, let's just go to the chat to give us the entertainment. I mean, we're entertaining them, but let's just have them entertain us with questions. Yay! Oh yeah, I got asked this a bunch of times for me to check out the far lands in the end. I gotta let you guys know something about the end. It is one island. That's it. You get the one island. Nothing else spawns. Even if there was a Farlands, you couldn't see it. And no, Farlands don't exist in 1.9.
Indeed.
Alright, how many times have you died? I love this question, even though Kurt's not here. How many times have you died in Farlands or Bust? He hasn't... Kurt, I can answer this for him. Kurt has not died once. Neither has his wolf. And any special plans for Minecon? I'm going to the after party. I know that's that's the only special plan. I plan on going to the Dead Mouse after party.
Nice.
Other than that, I'll just be hanging out. Oh, it's basically like I'm going to make sure I have food to eat. Otherwise, it's just figure it out while I'm there, sort of thing. Passing my phone number around to some peeps, like Machinima officials and stuff, but that's like it.
And I just put a link to the creeper explosion that I was talking about in the Skype thing. I'm not on the chat or logged in or anything, but I don't know if you want to post it there for
That's
the
fine. Checking it out.
kind of crazy creeper explosion.
Oh, and you even set a time for it, so...
Yeah, so basically you can zoom right into just a few seconds
my
before
God.
it happens.
That was awesome. Just no
But that was
death at all.
That was definitely my most epic creeper explosion. And
That
yeah, it
was
just blew me
awesome.
straight up through the roof.
Oh my goodness.
From episode 76 of Exploration and Tactics.
78.
Oh, touche.
Oh, I was going to try and post another video today, but that idea has gone right out the window. I mean, I have gotten 2 up today, technically, but...
Yeah, I'll still probably upload another one after the end of this.
Yeah. I mean, I do have 2 planned for tomorrow. I found a redstone device that I don't think anyone else has ever found.
Ooh. That sounds interesting.
It's kind of cool. There are things that do it, but on a much larger scale. But like what I have works on a really small scale. It's kind of weird. Like I haven't gone into detail with anyone as what it does yet because I don't want to give it away. I want to save it for the video.
Neat.
A lot of people are saying invite Skitscape into the chat, who is a friend of mine who does videos with me.
The explosion was about 5 minutes and 45 seconds into that video, number 78, for people who were asking. But I expect also I didn't even glance at all the comments. I imagine people linked it in the comments.
Probably. A lot of message deleted. Probably from people posting links. Alright, let's see here. What is your favorite breakfast cereal? An intelligent question at all times.
I go back and forth in terms of all the different cereals that I eat. I don't eat cereal all that often because I don't eat breakfast all that often. But right now I have a box of Honey Nut Cheerios in the other room. What else have I eaten lately?
Ant Venom, what happened to 4-Pillar Survival? A series that I run on my channel. I haven't enjoyed the format of it. It feels like it's been too boring, with nothing being cut out. It just feels like not enough gets done in the span of time that we work. I mean, I might end up continuing it. Just all kind of depends. But yeah, I've been doing one of those survival maps that I said I hate so much. It's not that I hate them. I mean, I'm only focusing on one. It's not like I'm doing this. I couldn't imagine one person running 2 survival map series on their channel. That would be insane. And I'm sorry for anyone who is running 2 of them on their channel at one time. I do not mean to offend. Alright, what else? Why did Wolfie... Oh, go ahead.
I was going to say, I see someone has asked a couple times about what's up with Cactus. Does Kurt have like some cactus in his inventory or something? Next time when he's back, we'll have to take a look.
Yeah. Invite Captain Sparkles into the chat. I'm sure Captain Sparkles has much better things to be doing with his time. And in fact, as of late, has been very busy setting up for Minecon, so... At least as far as I know. Or at least as far as I thought. Oh, 5 days. This is just odd. And what TV channels do you watch? Discovery, Mythbusters, that's it. Oh, and Comedy Central, South Park, that's it.
Yeah, I've fallen behind on South Park. I used to always watch it, and nowadays... I don't think I've seen any of this season.
Speaking of South Park, you guys know what Casa Bonita is, right?
Casa Bonita!
Dude, okay, so I used to live in Colorado, but I moved to the East Coast, and before I left Denver, I went to Casa Bonita. It was awesome.
I see. Did they have cliff divers?
They did. They actually did.
Nice.
I think I have some video lying around somewhere of it. I might upload that to may contain content.
Oh, there you go.
Yeah.
Alright, I have a question for the
Simon and Lewis are sleeping.
May contain Casa Bonita.
The question for the two of you is, what color is an orange? True or false?
42.
Not a bad answer.
What?
Yeah, that's a question. What color is an orange? True or false?
You just broke his brain.
You did. I'm going offline. Reboot.
Only my most oldest fans will know that reference.
I see. Yeah, unfortunately, I don't think I have any kind of old things from long ago, from like original videos that are like inside jokes or something that have been running throughout the series.
Question: what is your worst fails in real life, assuming you want to talk about them? It's like something you don't want to mention. Real life fail. It's like
fail
it's
in
like,
real
it's
life.
Like, I have, you might have something that if you think of it, but you just, you just don't want. It's too personal of a question, I think.
Yeah.
Who else?
Oh, but people point out the correct answer is I don't want to talk about it.
Ah, nice.
Yeah.
I don't want to talk about it.
What weird skill are you proud of?
Proud of? I don't know if I'm proud of it, but random, really weird, not even a skill, just a thing I can do. My the pinky on my left hand, I can bend it all the way backwards. I don't know. It's weird.
Interesting.
Yeah.
I can do that thing where I don't know if you've seen it, where you can like wiggle your eyeballs back and forth really rapidly.
Oh god, I can do that too.
Weird.
Yeah, I know exactly how to do that. You have to like unfocus your vision so hard that they just kind of naturally shake. That's seriously all it is. It's like you have to focus on something that is right in front of you, but it's not actually there. But like you have to like put pressure on your eyeballs using your eyeballs. It's really weird.
And wow, I haven't done that in a long time because I haven't been thinking about. I don't know. I kind of like file all this stuff under kind of stupid human tricks or whatever, where people just have different things that they can do with their bodies. And yeah, that's like the first time I just did it now, and I haven't done it in I don't know years.
It hurts so much to do it though.
It gives you like a headache kind of in your eyes. Yeah.
I can't raise one eyebrow. I can raise both of them, but I can't do one.
I can raise one, but it involves me putting my finger and pressure on the other eyebrow, so I don't know if that counts.
Sure it does.
Maybe that should be my first video when I finally do upload something that has my face.
Yeah.
Hey, look at me, I'm going to raise one eyebrow.
It's best to do it by forcing one eye closed and then just raising the other one as if to, I don't know. But I can do it with my left one really easily, just not the right one.
Are we talking about crazy human tricks here as I return?
Yep.
Yeah, I wish you could see my face right now, how stupid I look trying the eye closed, like raise my eyebrow thing. I look so bad right now. Oh god, I'm gonna stop. Even my cat's looking at me weird.
This is a weird question. What is your ideal Minecraft death?
Ideal?
I don't think there's an ideal death, unless it's like going out in style or something.
Hardcore mode with 10,000 points. I don't know.
Like my ideal death would be like I'm in like the middle of a blank field and you just see creepers coming at me from every direction. I just start fighting them off, but like I can't because lightning strikes them, and then they become super creepers and then they blow up on me. And then there's like some sort of hardcore music in the background, like life music that everyone wishes that they had. I think that would be alright. That'd be a good death I could go with in Minecraft.
This isn't technically possible, but what I think would be a really cool death is if, like, an Enderman, you know how they, like, take blocks off the ground, you know? Like, stuff? If it just came up to me and, like, took my head off and walked away. That would be awesome.
Yoink.
I think you're sleeping in your bed and you wake up and you hit F5 and there's no head there all of a sudden.
San Fran. Yes, I know San Fran.
What episode did you find Wolfie? I joined really late.
The
there
answer
was
is to go back and watch all of the previous videos.
exactly
And yourself.
and give them all a thumbs up. No, it had to be episode. I said this. I did like a recap video because I had a spike in subscribers. So I'm like, okay, let me do a recap. And I think episode 36 or something like that. So quite a while. It was almost immediately after I reached the first Child's Play charity goal. Because I had a pack of like 5 wolves at one point, and they were just annoying as hell. And then they didn't die, they just didn't respawn next to me, they just left.
Yeah,
So
you
I'm
ended up crossing like a big icy ocean or something where they didn't, teleport.
It's weird. And I guess I become so annoyed with them that I didn't really notice it until like 30 seconds later. I'm like, hey, wait a minute, where are all the dogs? So it was a fortunate thing to happen, I guess.
So here's a question for the chat room. How did you find Kurt J. Max videos?
Oh, there we go. See, look, Ant Venom always getting the viewers involved. It's a pro.
I guess so.
Oops.
I don't know.
A lot of people saying Ant Venom.
Minecraft Wiki is a big one.
Yeah, I don't know who's put that up there.
Oh my god, it's scrolling so fast.
I don't know who put that up on the Minecraft wiki, but yeah, all of a sudden I started getting a bunch of like, what's this all coming from? I don't even think at that early point I had looked at the Minecraft wiki for the Far Lands. I kind of just said, I'm going to walk there. I really didn't investigate it too thoroughly. But
yeah. I think I remember seeing I first saw it on the wiki when you were on like episode like 20, and I actually, like a lot of people, disregarded it at first, and then I went back to it again. It's just like, he's still doing it. I'm gonna watch one of these actually.
If anything, I'm persistent.
Yeah. So I think I've been sub since like the 50s or something like that. I don't really remember at this point. I know it's been for a while.
Since the 1950s. Oh yeah, that's
making Minecraft videos since the 50s.
That's how I refer to the videos too, is back in the 30s.
I see someone asked about how your current job search is going. I don't know if that's something you want to talk about right now, but you've given a couple of updates on that.
Yeah, and I was going to do a proper video, but for those, actually, yeah, there's probably quite a few people either watching or who are subscribed to me who don't really know the situation, but back in July, I up and quit my job because I wasn't particularly happy, and I'd been there for 5 years and really not done much about it. I'm still without job, I guess you could say. I have been concentrating quite a bit on this YouTube thing, even though certainly it's not a full-time gig for me. It can't be. But I'm still looking. I'm making applications and things like that, but it's not like my 100%, something I'm not 100% concentrating on, which I suppose if I did, and I probably should to find a job. I know I mentioned I was considering going back to school for something like geology or astronomy or something like that, but upon further inspection of that, I don't think that's going to happen, at least immediately, due to both cost and other factors, I'm sure. But yeah, that's still out in the open, and I suppose I can do a full-on Farlands or Bust episode about it if I get my thoughts together. But off the top of my head, yeah, I'm still fine. I'm not like poor or living on the streets or anything. I eat Chicago-style pizza.
That's right.
Deep dish.
Good Italian sausage.
Yeah, watch out now. Don't spare any expense.
That's exactly the kind of pizza I was eating.
Yeah. So yeah, and I know, Brian, you said you had done something similar a while back when you were trying to find
I
something.
I didn't have a job for about 8 months while I was trying to decide what I wanted to do next, and also just enjoying some time off. And yeah, I kind of envy those days now in terms of all the free time that I had, that I feel, it's nice to have time off, but I also feel like I kind of squandered it now. And yeah, would love to have just kind of a free month off from work to play Minecraft or do a bunch of other things I would like to do.
Yeah, it's not a light decision to take, obviously. So it's not. I'm certainly not encouraging if you're not fully prepared to just all of a sudden drop work and, and go off on your own. But yeah, so far I'm doing fine. And but yeah, it's going to have to be coming up here soon that I've got to figure something out. But I suppose I'll do that when I do that.
And I've also seen a couple.
Nope.
Speedy, and when's the last time you fed them?
What's that? Sorry, you were cutting in and out of there, Brian. Sorry.
Oh, sorry. I've seen a number of people ask about Speedy or Turtle.
Ah, yes.
And yeah, if you fed him today, or I don't remember how often you said you have to feed a box turtle.
It's not very frequently. I mean, I've gone on vacation, like that week I went away on vacation. Obviously, I fed him before I left, but you didn't feed him during that. But I fed him yesterday, and I guess an anecdote about that is when I feed Speedy mealworms, and an interesting way to know if your mealworms have turned bad is if they've all turned into beetles. So that's because that's what they do when they're left to their own devices. So when you see a couple beetles instead of worms running around in there, you know it's time to get a new set of mealworms. But I was able to feed him at least some yesterday. So yeah, that's an interesting anecdote to reptile ownership. Does anybody here own animals?
I don't currently. I had a couple of cats, like when I was growing up, when I was a little kid, and then kind of again in like middle school or something. But those are the only pets that I've ever had.
I just have one cat.
Just one cat.
Just one.
That's where it
That's
begins,
enough
though.
for me.
Pretty soon,
No.
you're gonna.
No. This one's crazy enough as it is. I'm fine.
Kitty!
Yeah.
Kitty. Her name is Zelda, by the way.
Ah.
Nice.
Ooh. I don't think, well, at least Ant Venom did one of his videos was a tour of his room and his kind of workstation and stuff. I didn't see any animals, but I can't be sure, and I don't know if he's there right now. But
No pets.
no pets. Okay, no pets from Ant Venom.
None allowed in the apartment, but I wouldn't have anyways.
Yeah. Yeah, I didn't grow up with pets. My mom and sister were deathly allergic to both cats and dogs. So any pets I had were the occasional fish and a lizard one time. And then Speedy, for those of you who don't know, I've had since I was in the 4th grade. So Speedy is older than a lot of people watching this live stream. It's over 20 years old.
Wow.
You need to make a little 10-second clip, video clip of Speedy, and you can put it up on the May Contain Content channel.
There we go. I've got my submission figured out.
Any content uploaded to that channel is not allowed to have any more than 30 seconds of effort. So apparently, just after I reviewed it, of course, the little block. There's this mod called the Little Blocks mod, which added support for redstone. So now you get redstone at 512th its normal size.
So I guess you can actually craft interesting circuits in a small amount of area, basically. Then,
Yeah.
Neat.
Yeah, like it's manageable. You have to be really close to it, obviously, but like, yeah, you can. Like the computers now, the computers that line hundreds of blocks, like spanning chunks, you can get probably in a 10-block radius.
I have not messed around at all with redstone that much to know the stuff that goes into that. Or even I don't think I've never used a piston, to be honest. In Minecraft.
Kurt, you haven't lived until you pushed a piston.
Well, I'll have to make that a goal for the Stranded in Minecraft series. Yeah, that's something with the kind of take a U-turn. With the Race for the Wool series, I know when they were reading out the rules, one of the rules is that like using pistons to mess up the other team is allowed, and I'm kind of wondering how that would work. Would you like be pushing blocks to their side
Right, yeah, the thing is, yeah, and all the Race for the Wool maps, like, they've been 12 or 16 blocks across, and so you couldn't really, push anything all that distance, because pistons can only push, 12 blocks or whatever it is.
Mm.
And so, however, you can use them in a number of kind of, like, TNT cannon and kind of other devices, and so maybe it's talking about that in terms of rule-making stuff.
Yeah.
I don't know, I didn't think about it deeply.
For the time being, I'm going to head out of the call just for a little bit because there's a lot of videos that have been posted today that I want to get caught up on. Mainly this microcircuitry thing that Captain Sparkles made.
All right. Well,
I'm really interested in the changes and see what he got going with it. So I'll be back in a little bit. Won't be too long though.
all right. We'll see you in a bit.
Yep.
Oh, and I lost my boat.
I wonder how many boats you've made, all told.
Yeah, there's. Well, that's the thing that kind of stinks about the stats.
The statistics, the fact that
it's your entire
are
world.
unreliable.
Yeah. That's something I was actually, when I first started, I didn't know about. I was like, oh, we can see how far I traveled by looking at the statistics and, how many, whatever, beds I've made and stuff like that, but not so.
Yeah, people were asking, I don't remember if it was the time that you had stepped out earlier, Kurt, about kind of like least favorite bits of Minecraft, and yeah, maps is one that I mentioned, but then, yes, the statistics, like, it's a nice idea, but I'm not sure if it's just been unreliable, or if it's like when you upgrade to different versions, like, it gets reset, or it seems like my statistics have reset a number of times, and...
yeah, and even the, what are the other things called? The achievements, and I'm always finding that I'm getting into like a world or on a multiplayer server, and it's like, oh, achievement get bench making. I'm like, what? I've done that like 300 times.
Indeed.
How many days have gone by? I unfortunately have not been keeping track.
And that's one thing that I really wish they had, like, support in Minecraft, that it just, like, kept track of how many Minecraft days, or, like, a time counter from, like, when you first started the world, because that would be interesting, and I feel like everyone's Let's Plays or speed challenges or all kinds of different things. That would be a feature that I wouldn't mind seeing in the game.
Yeah, or even the, just in terms of being able to see how many days in the live stream here have gone by. I don't... 2 of the nights I didn't have a bed, so I had to kind of hide out in a hole for the entire night, but otherwise I've had beds and stuff, but I wasn't really keeping track. I'm having hard enough time keeping track of my workbenches and Wolfie. Ah.
Do either of you have many friends in,
No, I don't have friends.
in real life world who also play Minecraft? Like, pretty much all the people I interact with regards to Minecraft are people that I know online, as opposed to people that I know in real life.
I don't really tell people in real life that I play Minecraft.
I see.
Because they either don't know what it is or they laugh at me, especially since I'm such a veteran to, like, WoW player. So telling WoW players that I play Minecraft, a majority of them laugh because they're like, oh, that game looks stupid. So not really, no.
On my
Yeah,
side...
I only have kind of one friend who plays a little bit of Minecraft, and have a couple others that I've tried to get into it, but haven't succeeded.
Yeah, no, I don't have any that I'm aware of, anyway, that either play or watch videos or anything, really. It's kind of I mean, I had a hard enough time on Halloween. I went as the current Doctor of Doctor Who, and everybody kept asking me if I was Pee Wee Herman or something. Because he wears a red bow tie, but... so yeah, I don't know if they're ready for me to spring Minecraft on them.
Kurt, is there anyone in the Minecraft community that you look up to?
Well, not those 2 girls, 1 Minecraft chicks. They're crazy.
Ugh,
No.
they're terrible. They're not even funny. They're bad influence on everybody. Okay, sorry, what?
That I look up to.
Maybe not look up to, but like, you know how these people are like, oh my god, I love Kurt, blah, blah, blah. Like, is there anyone that you're like, oh my god, I love them? Like, who are your people?
Well, I enjoy the Yogscast, as I have for quite a while. But I mean, in terms of like, I go on like spats where I'll like watch a bunch of this person's videos and be like, oh, that's cool, and whatnot. I mean, right now I'm a really big fan of Good and B00, really, because they've been coming out with some hilarious content. But and they're just funny, as you saw when he was here. Just B00 was just like a comedian or something like that. But yeah, I don't know. It's I mean, I had the same sort of thing with Gavin from I almost said 2 girls.
Wow.
Excuse me? How do you know him? No, from the slow-mo guys. I mean, that was kind of a, you know, even though it's just a normal dude, it's you know, he's got so many views and stuff like that. He's popular with both that and Rooster Teeth, and you know, that's a big name in gaming. So, but yeah, I can't say anybody in particular. I mean, just on his own, Notch is really cool because it's. I don't want to say he inspired me, but there's a lot of similarities where he quit his job to end up focusing on Minecraft and things like that. So there's kind of a theme about instead of just dealing with what you're
right,
what sort of
yeah,
work.
He has a good story in terms of like his backstory or whatever. And yeah, as everyone was saying earlier on the stream, like just seems like a really cool dude and humble and all that kind of stuff, like in person as well. And so
right, exactly. So yeah, That's a very good question, Nia. How about you?
Jeez.
It is one you
Not
have to think
really.
about.
It's not like I'm saying there's nobody important out there. It's just that I used to have like a bunch of people I was subscribed to, and I was always so excited to watch their videos, and kind of had that little like fan mentality, like, oh, if I could meet him, but you know, ever since being so busy with work and, you know, working on my own YouTube channel, and the closest one was, like I said, the Yogscast, but that's, I don't know, I guess that happened, and now it's just like, oh, hey, Simon, what's up? It's not anything big anymore, so there's not really anyone that I kind of, you know, really look forward to their videos or think, oh my god, if I could talk to them, if I could meet them, blah, 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 but, of course, there's a bunch I'd like, you know, just to hang out with and stuff that are really cool, like yourself and most of the guys on Skype today. You know, if unfortunately I can't go to Minecon this year, but next year, you know, there's tons of people I'd love to meet up with, you know, just to hang out with them. But there's no one that I'm really like gaga over. Gaga. But yeah.
Yeah, for me, I think it's like I tend to, I guess, kind of aspire to some of the things that people do on their channel when they're just doing interesting things. And so Etho, I feel like, is especially creative in terms of all the things that he builds. And I don't think I have kind of like the creative building knack that he does or whatever, but like I appreciate all the stuff that he does, and he puts out a lot of content. And so I feel like I kind of look up to him for that. There's some guys like CoStar and Zisto, who I feel like do a really good job of kind of like production value on the videos that they put out and have like cool, you know, graphics and music and just kind of like the video making aspects of things that I like. And then, yeah, the Yogscast is another one like that, just that it's, you know, a whole production, you know, to put on the Shadow of Israfel stuff. And it's kind of like, it's almost not Minecraft, I feel like, when it's that, because it's like, you're just doing this kind of show that happens to be inside of Minecraft.
Right, yeah.
But yeah, I guess it's a lot of those things that kind of tap into either the creativity or the video production aspects that are things that like I aspire to or wish that I had more time to, you know, do or try to do that I look up to in terms of just making it interesting to provide a lot of entertaining content.
Yeah, the main thing with me and YouTube channels is I mean, half the time it doesn't even matter what game they play. Like, obviously it has to have some kind of visual appeal, but what gets to me is, like, sense of humor. It's got to be able to, like, you know, keep my attention and make me laugh. And there's some channels I've stumbled upon that, I mean, you gotta figure, especially with a game like Minecraft, it's just so simple, and it's always the same thing: water, sand, dirt, oh look, it's a creeper, it's a zombie, you know, like, to use your personality to make me laugh out loud at a game made out of blocks, like, that's what really makes a channel for me, so finding stuff like that's always really nice.
I mean, even similar thing in terms of just different games, like who we just had on, the British engineer. I don't even play Team Fortress 2 or anything, and that's what his channel is based on, but I think he's hilarious, so from the get-go, was just a big fan of his stuff, and he puts a lot of time into his videos, like you were saying, Brian, just a lot of, with the titles and the overlays, and just the quality of stuff is it definitely shows through, as opposed to just somebody slapping something together and putting it up there, so.
Yeah. And that's another thing, too. Like, I don't know if you just learn to appreciate it more when you start having to edit videos, but I know my perspective on YouTube videos changed when I started the channel that we have, because now I watch videos and I start seeing, oh my god, I bet you that took him forever, or oh my god, he put time into that, it looks great. You know, you start noticing things and appreciating them more.
Yeah, it's definitely the case that once you've sat on the other side of the editing screen and like spent the time to make a video, you have a whole lot that much more appreciation for all the time that goes into it.
Exactly, yeah.
I'm gonna have to restart Minecraft here again, because I'm running into some issues and I don't want it to crash.
Well, that'll give us another chance to see just how big the world is right now. Maybe it's up to 1.9.
True. Let's see. Minecraft. I suppose while I'm kind of paused here, I can check on the chip-in, the official score.
The most up-to-date information coming to you straight from the mouth of Kurt J. Mack.
We have 488 contributions for a total of $10,484.50, which is 127% of the goal.
Wow.
That's amazing.
Indeed.
Indeed. Double indeed. So, yes, thank you, everybody who continues to contribute. Like I said, because we're at 120%, I'm going till 10:20. So I'm trying to pace myself.
You can do it.
You can do it. Let's see. We're at 1854 megabytes. Let's see, I guess when you get to this certain size, the percentage that you're adding is far less than what you already have, so it doesn't grow quite as quick in the size as previously.
And you're obviously well practiced at, since you're in your 1.7.3 world or whatever, seeing the new update screen and clicking Not Now.
Yeah, exactly. I do have a backup of the 1.7 jar file, but yeah, I do sometimes hesitate on that screen. I'm like, no, don't push it.
And some people, a number of people, are suggesting eating some cookies to regain some health and possibly getting closer to freeing up inventory space.
Let me get over here. Yeah, these cookies I've been carrying around for like 30 episodes.
I don't know why they only stack into 8. Like,
yeah, I don't. It's really weird.
It's odd.
Okay, let's have cookie time on the top of the mountain here. Nom 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 nom. And of course, there's no fancy chewing animation. Oh.
How sad.
Yeah. I do need to pick up some more dirt, which I never thought I would say, but I guess because I'm not building hidey holes.
Using it to build the elevated, hidey holes.
I'm just gonna cut a section out here. And we're continuing on. Ooh, some interesting quasi ravine type structure up ahead, even though it obviously can't be. Wolfie, don't push me in.
Looking forward to seeing it in 20 seconds on my screen.
Yeah.
It actually hasn't been bad in terms of like the synchronicity, like the fact that we can't see what's going on, but we get a little bit of audio lead time to know what to expect has worked out pretty well.
Oh God, Wolfie. Did you guys hear that?
It's yeah, I heard it, but it's just so odd because I'm watching the screen, and then I hear you do things, and I'm like, what? And then I'm like, oh, gotta wait like 20 or 30 seconds. Like,
he got stuck inside of a tree trunk, apparently.
Oh, that Wolfie.
Yeah. Stuck to those hijinks again.
Indeed.
Oh, yeah.
Try to get out of here because it's... Oh, crap. Ah. There we go. Well, maybe not. It's certainly... I was very reluctant to pick up another dog after my first experience. Or wolf, sorry, in Minecraft. But it is made for certainly a dynamic combination of giving me something to do here. What? How did I get myself on this cliff that I can't get off of?
Okay, someone's been spamming this question for probably about as long as I've been here, and I think their head is going to explode if you don't answer it. And for the sake of my sanity, because I've had to read it 3,000 times, are you going to give them a copy of the map when you get to the far lands?
Yes, that was one of the things in my video. Ooh.
Yeah, I remembered hearing that somewhere, but so that they can put their little mind at rest there.
Yes, I'm going to be doing that somehow, and it's going to be from when I end this video. And it's, I don't know how I'm going to do some sort of file share thing, or... I don't know if I want to do a torrent, just because a lot of people still don't know how to do a torrent, or they don't have BitTorrent, or whatever they use, so I'll have to do some sort of, like, whatever those file sharing services are. But yes, I will be doing that. And it's not going to be, unfortunately, it's not going to be the world, because I provided a download the first time, and then I ended up going back to the spawn and setting up a bunch of fun little Easter eggs for people to find. It's unfortunately not going to be that version, because I'm playing the actual version here, so I don't think I'm going to have a chance to...
It will be Easter eggless.
Yeah, Easter eggless. It'll be the authentic Farlands or Bust experience. Except I might still replace the seed, because I don't know about people going ahead of me and spoiling what's coming up, but maybe at this point that doesn't matter anymore, but...
You could just see a video going up now. Kurt's Farlands spoiler.
Yeah, exactly. No.
Oh, and I'm back.
Oh, welcome back.
Hi. Indeed.
You know what I think would be a good, interesting little side thing for people to guess? What the other axis is going to be. Are you?
That actually is kind of interesting.
How far from the center
have you been
of the map?
drifting to the left or to the right, kind of thing? Yeah.
Yeah, I never thought of that until just now.
Yeah, I'm not sure. I obviously didn't spawn at 0-0 either, so it depends on...
But fairly close. Like,
yeah.
you were within 300 blocks of it.
I feel like, in general, you tend to drift to the left more than to the right, and so I can imagine it started accumulating a bit, but maybe I'm making that up.
I could see that.
Yeah, that's probable. It's one of those things that you don't notice until maybe you watch a video afterwards, or people end up pointing it out.
And so, I wouldn't be surprised if it's 2,000 in another direction.
I could see that.
You know what I can see being really funny? It getting down to like the last 5 minutes. Like, there's some person sitting there with their credit card, and they're waiting for the last 5 minutes, and then they're going to push that extra donation to where you have to do another hour.
Oh no! Don't give them ideas. What are you doing? Oh.
All right, well, we could like call it right now. If it's gonna extend another hour, it has to be like there has to be more than 30 minutes left in the stream in order for that to be pushed through. So you don't go pushing it through in the last second.
I've lost track of where are we now in terms of how much time is left based on the extra 20% we already have.
Well, actually, wow, I lost track of time here. It's actually 9:20 right now. and we're at 120%, so we're supposed to go just for one more hour.
Wow.
At the current
Almost
situation that we're at for the Child's Play charity, I might have to put some sort of cap on it. Like, it can't be within the last 30 minutes because that's when I'll start to plan to push F3 and things like that. So I think we can say that. Originally, it had to be in before the video started, but I was feeling generous today, so I've extended it throughout the stream.
And that ended up, working out really good for Child's Play
absolutely.
charity.
There was kind of a push there where we went past 110 and past 120 really quick.
Yep. So if you guys do plan on donating, please do it as soon as possible so we don't get hit up with any unexpected things, just because that would be a little rude.
Yeah.
Just... You do have to keep in mind that we are dealing with a human being here, and our sanity.
Oh.
Mm-hmm.
Someone said, "Okay, donating to the full 200%." I mean, it's like if you have that much money spare, then damn.
Yeah, seriously. I'm exhausted. Been up since 5 in the morning and haven't eaten.
You haven't eaten?
God.
You work
No,
there?
I'm gonna eat.
They don't have
in a little
food
bit.
at Starbucks?
You haven't eaten yet? Oh, I feel
No.
bad.
Well, I
Really?
have. What did I eat today?
Get some water in your system.
No, I had 2 drinks, 2
Oh,
coffee
okay.
drinks, and I haven't eaten. So
Oh, coffee. That
Coffee is
doesn't
food.
that dehydrate you, coffee?
coffee.
Well, in my defense, the second drink I ordered had whipped cream on it, so that's somewhat solid. Not a lot of food.
Yeah, I'm gonna have to go ahead and disagree with you there.
Wolfie. Okay. Sorry, he just joined me on this elevated hidey hole, which is a little bit concerning.
Every time I want to refresh the Child's Play widget, I have to refresh the page. At least I think, because you can't do it any other way. So it's like no matter what, I get like this 1-minute ad as a result.
Yes.
The ads on Twitch are getting really long.
Yeah, I was getting sick of watching Jennifer Lopez in her Fiat for quite a while. But now I think they're on to, well, at least when I started, they were on to Skyrim nonstop.
Now it's like an ad between 2 doctors or something. It actually says choose your ad. I'm like, oh.
What? I didn't know they did
Yeah, you literally have 2 options. You can choose one ad or the other ad.
that.
It's like, really?
I'm not sure if it's safe to keep Wolfie up here. Get on the tree or something, Wolfie.
Oh, because you're farther up, because you're up on top of that tree.
Yeah.
I was like, he doesn't have that far to fall, but yeah, I guess he does.
I was also worried
Wolfie's a
about
daredevil.
myself spawning into him or something like that.
Hopefully he's fed enough, so in case he falls or something like that, like he'll
Yeah, it
still be
looks
able
like
to
his
survive.
tail is still doing okay, so.
Yeah, his tail. Oh, my God, he's so far off the edge. Oh, okay. I didn't notice you just pushed him onto a stair. The stream is definitely late there.
I think I should just push him around while he's sitting down. I'll be much safer like that, I think.
I don't know. You can be pretty well, a creeper could walk up, but still have him sat down.
That would...
Once you do walk all the way to the far lands, then when you're walking back on the way, you'll just have to have Wolfie sitting, and you'll have to push him the entire way.
Yeah.
You know, it would be an interesting way to get back. I mean, this would be just a 1-episode thing. Sleep in your last bed, destroy it when you're at the far lands.
Oh, yeah.
That could be, yeah.
That's a nice
And then
warp
die.
zone back.
Yeah, a lot of people are saying that, or okay, you get there and then walk to the corner edge far, or it's the corner far lands, which is where the 2 sides meet. But that would,
That wouldn't happen.
no.
Even from a computer standpoint, that can't happen.
Yeah.
If you reach the far lands, you most likely will have to turn around immediately. Otherwise, your game will freeze up and you won't be able to get it to load. Because I can, for the people watching, I guess, who care, a bit of trivia about the far lands is that there's a glitch with gravel where the gravel will fall. Like, basically, it has this one source block of gravel, and this happens in a bunch of places. It'll just fall infinite amounts of blocks of gravel, and they'll all drop on the ground. You know, like how
They become entities, and then
Yeah,
the
they
more
become-
entities you have end up lagging up the game. Yeah.
right, and it builds up to the thousands in a matter of 30 seconds. And when you get up to about 7,000 or 8,000, even as early as 5,000, you start to notice huge lag spikes, and like these are the kind of things you cannot stop your game and restart it for. You know,
It's kind of like the experience or bugs they first had with kind of the 1.9 or 1.8 stuff on servers. Yeah.
Yeah, if you see the fire lines, if you don't want your game to freeze, you got to book it the other way. And then just sort of like barely be able to see it, so that, because I think if you're that far out, they won't spawn. So you'll like see them, but then like you'll be a daredevil to walk close to them.
So everybody, we have that to look forward to in about 750 hours of Farlands or Bust.
Oh god.
It's still amazing that you've walked an actual percentage number to the Farlands. Like there's an actual decent percentage. Even though it's a low number, it's a whole number.
Yeah.
You've walked more than 1% of the way to the Farlands. I think.
Possibly. Who knows?
Someone asked with all the Minecraft updates if there was a particular update that was people's favorites, and I think that's a good question.
That is a really good question.
I wasn't around for the original Halloween update, but obviously that was the big one that people always talk about. That was before my time with Minecraft.
Yeah, for me, well, the early days were the better days for me, but that's only because it was still like a brand new experience. So I kind of do share that. But if I had to pick like a favorite update in general, I'd probably say the Piston update.
Which I have yet to use.
Because I made when pistons were a mod, I made a device called a piston-powered sand cannon. It was a useless device, no point, but it was purely for looks. It was a looping device that had a ton of pistons that would launch sand all around this giant like dome area that I made.
Mm-hmm.
And it was, like I said, purely for aesthetics, just the sort of thing just to look at, you know. Had no real purpose.
Yep. Yeah, the pistons are definitely fun, and I feel like I said it when the piston mod first came out, or the piston update 1.7 first came out, that like it was one of the first things that was really, I felt like, game changing without being game breaking. In that it opened up a whole new world of different things that you could build. And so yeah, I definitely like that.
Yeah. I started on 1.2.3_04. I remember that because I remember how awkward sounding it was. Some people saying they started in ImpDev. Yeah. If your account was started in ImpDev, then that means your username is probably in the quote-unquote early players list that was added to the 1.9 pre-release 6 jar file. There's a jar file in the newest update that has a list of all of the earliest players.
Do they have that as like part of the ending credits, or is it just some other random thing?
I think it's something they want to add to the credits, but never did. So it just says early players, and if you open it up, you can see the name. And Easy is the first person on the list, so I assume Easy is the...
I see. Notch's
wife. Yeah, and I'm guessing Notch is just like an automatic account that was made. So Notch is the only person, probably, who owns beta and who never paid for it. Isn't that weird to think? Why does the creator of his game get the game for free, but we don't?
I don't know any... I guess the updates weren't really ever, even before I started the Let's Plays and things, were never really that big of a deal. But yeah, I guess the Halloween update was pretty big, because then that's when I started to, on my original world, do a bunch of portals everywhere, and it's kind of a fast travel type of thing, which was really cool. But I don't know. I can't really like pinpoint any specific thing.
I think one of the biggest updates, I'm not sure if it was 1.2 or 1.3, but that added colored wool to Minecraft. So that brought a lot of the classic players into beta. And, at least in my opinion, because now, because I remember, Minecraft used to be literally your color palette was dirt, grass, sky blue, and stone. And obsidian if you wanted it. Yeah, every now and then I find myself, like, if I'm feeling super nostalgic, I have a map saves folder of alpha maps, and I'll go into alpha. And I actually have a series that I need to start that I haven't yet. But Yeah, I'll go back into previous versions of Minecraft and just sort of play in the old versions. Actually, coming really close up on a year ago, that I bought Minecraft in just under 2 weeks at this point.
Yeah, I got it. What was that in September? So yeah, I think I entitled one of my videos that about the 1 year Minecraft anniversary.
Yeah, I wonder what my fans are going to do for me. They always ask me what I'm going to do for them for different updates. What are they going to do for me?
Well, the first anniversary is what's that?
All right, so the time that is set that people need to donate by is 10:50, which is 18 minutes. So if you plan on it, it has to happen within 18 minutes, and you're currently at 128%.
Oh my god, it's so close.
Yeah.
Yes,
Just want to let you guys know it's 18%. I mean, 18. It's wow,
minutes.
I'm going insane. Here. It's 17 minutes
Yes.
until the donation bit is over, and we're going fairly rough on that. But like I said, just out of courtesy, if you do plan on donating, then do it now, just so you're not overstressing this human being who has been on Minecraft for 9 hours.
Yes, and 33 minutes. Let's not forget those 33 minutes. But yeah, that's it's actually been going. Well, no, I'm not going to say. I was about to say it's been going pretty quick, but no, I'm not going to say that because then I'll egg people on. No, but it would be good to egg you on because it's all going to Child's Play charity.
Yeah, I'm not egging anybody on. I think 10,500 is a really big number, and I'm not encouraging.
And it's still
further.
And what we're saying about for getting your donations in, this is for if you're going to get another 10% to get another hour out of me. I'm still going to hold the widget's still going to be open on farlandsorbust.com. You can still contribute, and I'll still do certain kind of fun things, maybe not of this scale, but of similar craziness for different milestones that we make in terms of charity. Uh-oh. That sounded good.
130%.
Oh my god!
Well, there you go.
Well then.
Well, awesome to whoever.
You
is
thought this live stream
contributing
was
all
ending. Nope. Chuck Testa.
And yeah, I was actually thinking to myself, yeah, I'll stay on until the end, and then I'll go get some pizza for myself, and all good. And now it's another hour.
I was like, I'm gonna go get something to eat and get ready for. Aww.
Yes, we're at 100 and where are we at? 131%.
Oh,
With 499 contributions.
Oh, that means there's been 2 more
Who will
since
be
I
the
last
500th
refreshed
contributor?
page.
Yeah. Get quick if you want to be the 500th contributor.
Wow.
That is insane.
Very much so.
You've put almost 40% of your entire expectancy in less than a day.
Yeah, I've been doing all these Minecraft videos on YouTube. I should have just been doing a live stream the entire time. Apparently gets more.
I want to go get another pizza started.
Yeah. Well, there's half of that one that I still haven't eaten, but
I think the 10-hour cap was a little much. I think you should have put a 5-hour additional cap on it.
well, I mean, I don't know. We might have to put it after like midnight or something like that. Like,
Yeah.
counting the donations ends at midnight in terms of the 10%. Just because.
So maybe all donations have to be in by midnight? Well, I don't know.
Yeah, well, that's if we do, because right now we're just then going to 11:20 right now. So that's just what we're doing here. Central time, I'm talking, because that's where I'm at. I know some of you are elsewhere, but.
Yep. Well, I'll say this though: if you push him into 140%, you're probably going to see stage 3.
Yeah, you're going to see the stage 3
Yeah.
of live
I hate
stream
this game so much.
fatigue.
Why am I even here? I never want to see another block again.
Yeah. Yeah, I might have to take a little bit of a break after this.
If it pushes
that does
it
kind of lead to a question, though, that are there things in Minecraft that you're like, I never want to see another X again? I know the one that I have in mind.
Cow?
What's that?
What would that
Cave
be?
spiders.
Oh, yeah, the cave
You get
spiders.
into an area where you're down in the mine, and then you end up, like, you're trying to regenerate your health, and so you're just, like, hiding up in a little hole, and they're just screeching, and they're still spawning and spawning and spawning. Yeah, that's the thing that will drive me nuts, that I'll be like, I never need to hear another cave spider again.
Well, they have the same sound as silverfish, too, so I suppose there's a lot of people annoyed with silverfish as well.
I never want to see another dungeon again. I want the next one to be the last one. Guys, you have to keep... Well, never mind. I'm going to stop. Keep going. Rally it on.
Oh,
140%.
Yeah, it's become trolling.
It's become a troll him and donate him money. It's like a win-lose type of scenario. It's a win-lose.
Mm-hmm.
You're still sustaining 1,600 viewers. I wonder how many of these 1,600 don't know about youtube.com/may contain content, the meme that we created. God, that got so many subs so fast.
Yeah, I guess there's no way on the Twitch TV to like know if the 1,600 people or 1,700 people that are watching now are like the same people or different people from 4 hours ago.
Mm.
I guess yes, no, maybe. I don't know much
there
about
isn't,
Twitch
no.
TV and this live stream stuff.
No.
I don't what they should do is add a unique counter for the host to see.
Yeah, that would be pretty cool.
I know that Ustream does that. Or no, Ustream will tell you. Yeah, Ustream will tell you the total amount of viewers, or total amount of views versus total amount of viewers. So not unique views, but. Well, I didn't expect it, but this has boosted me tonight as well. Along with, I'm sure, boosting everyone who has thrown down their YouTube channel.
Thrown it down, and yeah. Out comes the gibberish. No, all the people who are on, who I've invited, are all people I enjoy, so certainly I hope it has boosted.
I mean, you've gotten a spike. You've gotten a spike today, Kurt.
I haven't even checked my YouTube channel today, other than that video I uploaded earlier.
Yeah.
But
You've gained 399 subscribers today.
very nice, very awesome. Yeah, this is also I don't know if I'm going to be doing... Well, of course, I'm saying this now because it's 9.5 hours in, but I don't know if I'm going to be doing something separate and special for the 20,000 subscriber thing. I think it might be a combination, this live stream with the Child's Play charity thing. That's, I think, the way I kind of presented it.
I think that's fair.
Yes. But I have, as you guys will see in 20 seconds, come across some very awesome overhangs and landscape here.
I just thought of good reasoning. It's the kind of reasoning that only someone who has gone almost mentally insane has come up with. So the 8-hour and 20-minute live stream is a thanks for hitting 100%. You hitting F3 is a 20,000 subscriber special.
There we go.
There you go. That is good.
You heard it here
And
first.
yeah, that is a cool looking area. That's some nice 1.7 terrain right there. That overhang.
Do more around the back here. Spoilers. Yeah, I don't know what it was about the Canyon of Woe. It was just unexpected, I guess. I was just climbing up a rather mundane mountain or hill, and then all of a sudden,
Nuh-uh.
what appeared out in the horizon was like, whoa! and thus became Canyon of Woe.
They're trying to murder you.
How so?
133.
Ah.
Oh my gosh.
They're trying to murder you.
It's for the children. It's for the children.
You just gotta keep telling yourself
Yes.
this. Woof.
Yeah, we need to give Wolfie some credit. He doesn't seem to ever get tired.
Yeah, right? I just want an energetic wolf. For, like, being fed, like, once every 3 days. Not too bad.
That's true.
And yeah, someone pointed out that May Contain Content has over 1,300 subscribers.
Such an awesome name.
Yeah, and it's just an awesome idea, like just to be able to dump like little 30-second random kind of things. Assuming that we remember to do it over the next couple of weeks, I could imagine a lot of other interesting little content popping up there.
Yeah, for those who actually have the password to it. There should be like a way to submit videos to other channels who specifically set their channels to be like a public submission channel, and just the owner of the channel can go through and moderate them.
Huh.
Yeah, it's almost like video responses that just appear as part of your channel submissions kind of thing or something.
Yeah, that would work.
YouTube, get right on that.
Yeah, you guys don't have enough to fix.
Or enough to break
That too.
the rate they're doing it. Wow. 80, wow.
Woof.
Meow.
Everybody, random animal noises.
No, I keep looking at my numbers and I'm like, how I keep thinking, it's like, how did we get to the point we're at today? Playing Minecraft for thousands of people.
It is a little mind-boggling. Boggling. Woof.
Yeah, I remember there was a Far Side comic that was probably like 15 years old or something, which is there's the kid sitting in front of the Nintendo system or whatever it is, and both of his parents are looking at him and kind of like dreaming of the day that there'll be all these newspaper want ads that's like offering thousands of dollars for the job of, we need someone who can save the princess and all this kind of stuff, and they're the proud parents of the video game player. And so, back then it was like, the idea of playing video games and making money or like doing it as a career and entertainment thing was just,
Not
fantasy.
possible.
And now, here we are.
Yeah.
Earning $10,000 for charity.
There we go.
Kurt, you are awesome.
Now, I'm curious. I just picked up a random seed that was floating there. How does that happen scientifically in Minecraft? Like there's an unearthed seed.
I guess tall grass. What could make it decay? Like if something falls on it?
Maybe if Minecraft didn't read it right, so it just popped it out from the ground, or it tried to spawn it on a place it didn't belong.
True. Yeah.
That sounds
it out.
possible.
I still do.
What if
Yeah, I
Child-
think I've crossed that before as well.
What if Child's Play contacted you back and they're like, nah, you just keep the money.
Oh God. I don't think I don't think that'll happen.
I'd be like, well, I did this for charity. I'll give it to someone else.
Yeah. I'll just turn around and put that towards the humble bundle and just push the slider up on theirs all the way. You have to take it.
Jeez. All of a sudden, like $20,000 donations.
Yeah.
Like, ooh, trumped notch.
Yeah, take that much.
So it looks as if we're still sitting at 133.
That's fine. That's a respectable amount.
We can just leave it there for now. Just don't push it.
In any case, it's always nice to exceed expectations.
Yes.
Even if it means mental sanity loss a little bit.
Yeah, I didn't.
Yeah, I'm wondering, I expect that this is going to get funnier like over the next hour as we finish this thing off, just because people start saying silly things.
But yeah, I
I'm
didn't.
sure people watching the stream are getting tired too.
Yeah, well, that's another thing. We don't know how many people might have be sticking around versus all these different people swap out.
Right, and yeah, there's times that I just go on, on the weekend if I'm bored for a little while, I'll just check out Twitch TV, like Minecraft channels, and just see what streams are going on. And so, like, obviously, if I saw one that had 1,700 people in it, I would just pop in over to take a look, even if I had no idea.
All right, I'm going to check the twitch.tv homepage, see if you're there.
I don't know. I don't think
It's a lot of StarCraft and Skyrim right now. You should be up there. It's no fear. Should have gotten in contact with Nick from Twitch and just be like, hey, there's this charity that's being held. Can you feature it on the front page? They're usually really good about doing that. Like they're always just like, yeah, sure. Assuming there's nothing major going on that was paid for.
Mm. I know there's a whole bunch. I mean, I've, like Brian said, just gone around and perused things, and I follow Total Biscuit and people like that. And the big thing is like not so much video game commentary, but it's casting, where it's like a sport where they. And I know this isn't a new thing, but to me it's fairly new. We're like,
when you say casting, like what do you mean?
Well, like two people are going in a
talk what other people are doing.
Yeah, they'll talk like sportscasters about what other people doing in the game. We're not listening to what the people playing the game are saying. It's more like, and this person's coming around to do this, but maybe this might have been, and you obviously have to know a lot about the game in order to cast it. But that's kind of something new I've come across. But I know it's not new by any means. There's tournaments and all sorts of communities that are much bigger that go into that. But
and yeah, I forget. Is it? I think it's like MC Gamer or whatever. Like has the. I can't think of what his little new series is. That it's like the best Minecrafter kind of thing or whatever, where he gets like two popular YouTubers to like come on, and they have like a series of challenges that they do, and it's like a game show like competition kind of thing or whatever. And he's like the caster, I guess, at that point, and he's kind of like saying, "Oh, and this person is building this, and this person has successfully dug down and found a diamond."
The play-by-play.
Yeah.
Did I check out? Go on YouTube and look. Let me see if I can find it on the first result. Minecraft shoutcasting. Yeah, if you look up Minecraft shoutcasting, it's a fairly old video that Fwiz, a really popular shoutcaster with Machinima, did, and he shoutcasted Minecraft as a joke. It was really funny. I'm surprised it didn't get more views.
I mean, yeah, that's a joke there, but I mean, now with like the races that. The race for the wolves and things like that people are doing competitively, it could could be something. I mean, even you, Ant Venom, were involved with a bunch of people from Machinima doing some sort of like castle siege or something like that.
Yeah.
Team,
God, that was fun.
Yeah, there was a lot of people in that one. It was like what was it, like 8v8 or something like that? Or
yeah, it was fun because I had my strategy, discussed it with my team, and we swore that we would not mention what we were doing to anyone else. Mm-hmm. So never mention it to their team. And it was awesome, just because like that was literally my plan was like a gray line cheat, but not really, like sneak in with the side of the castle and to climb the ladders. Because basically, for people who didn't see it with Castle Siege, the way it worked is that you basically had a wall you had to climb with ladders in the front. And which was their biggest mistake. Walls you had to climb in the front, and then there was two switches on this upper floor, which opened a gate, and then you had to climb a spiral staircase up to another floor, which had the king's room right above it. So just up a really small set of staircases. So I took 64 ladders up the side of the hill, landed right on the top, right on the king's fort right away. Skipped all that BS. Mm-hmm. So it was the biggest mistake to include ladders for that map.
Yeah, in any case, I do feel like the map makers who come up with kind of like the clever maps for kind of like strategic, player versus player or team versus team kind of things or whatever, like really unlock a whole new, realm of potential for the game in terms of new ways to play and new ways to, have kind of like new types of content. And so, yeah, I feel like the Race for the Wool has done that, and yeah, obviously the Vex maps. And I'll be curious to see what other types of maps and things people come up with kind of moving forward in Minecraft, because it does create, like a whole other type of event that you can, whether you live stream it or, turn it into YouTube videos. One of the things I did when kind of like the biggest recent Race for the Wool that had like 420 OG versus like Etho and Doc M and that team or whatever, was I just... how they have like the YouTube doubler kind of thing or whatever webpage. Like I just kind of like hacked some of the webpage for that in order to make a 4-way YouTube thing, so I could watch 4 different people's perspectives on the same Race for the Wool going on at the same time. and it was really fun.
So I just had a good question. I think this would be
Jeds,
better.
right?
Oh, sorry. Go ahead.
So I was just someone in the live stream remembered that their team name was Jeds because I guess it was Joker, Etho, Doc M, and Static. So go on.
So, well, I saw a question. I thought it would be good to answer because I don't think we've answered it once yet. But any recommendations personally that you guys have to starting a new YouTube channel? They did say specifically Minecraft channel, but I guess it could be for YouTube in general.
Yeah, and well, yeah, this is a question I'm sure all of us get a lot from people. Let me think.
Yeah, you've talked about this before, Kurt, and I felt like the stuff that you said was similar to stuff like there have been like discussions on Reddit Minecraft about it as well that I've written up some stuff. I think one main thing is just to differentiate yourself, like have some aspect that's interesting. Obviously, like your hook is the Farlands. When I first started mine, exploration and tactics, basically I really wanted it to be kind of like about exploring and like better ways to, fight enemies and play the game. But, like have a thing that you do as opposed to just doing another Let's Play where, okay, I'm going to build a house and do this. Which some people are just like really entertaining speakers and so like they can make that really interesting. But I think it's good to have your own hook that's kind of interesting and different.
Mm. Yeah, there's definitely that. Aside from obviously there's a lot of technical stuff that goes into it. It helps to be quality and not be using a speaker taped to your face like Zeku was saying earlier, but get the quality up and really enjoy what you're doing because it comes through if you're trying to force it.
Yep.
Yeah, that's definitely. I don't remember. I'm sure I've said more in my other videos, but I don't remember them when I was answering this question. But
persistence is obviously another one.
Yeah. If you make a video or two and then disappear for a month, it's hard to expect to keep up with subscription.
I just go and browse YouTube for Minecraft videos, like the most recently uploaded, and like on any given day, like there are so many, Let's Play episode 1, and then there's never an episode 2 or an episode 3, and so like in general, like I tend not to watch anybody's videos unless they've made at least three videos and proved that they have some staying power, because when you upload your first 3 videos, like you're going to be lucky if you get 10 views or 5 subscribers, unless you have a bunch of friends or something who all subscribe to your channel. And so like you have to be willing to go ahead and make 20 or 30 videos that possibly you'll toil away in obscurity for a little while before people really recognize you.
Yep. I think my biggest tips there's two sides to it. Consistency, yes, and like you just said, to finding a niche of something that not necessarily everyone is doing.
Mm-hmm.
So like like you were saying, don't make a general Let's Play. But like if you have, like for example, I think one of the newest guys who started getting big is Seth Bling, and that's because he always has like some random little device to show. It's like he's the one who finds out that minecart booster tracks are back. It's like, really, who tests this?
Yep.
But
I feel like he's
cool.
really good at testing the physics, and he's also, like as Kurt was saying, like really good on the production value. It's obvious that he does like a few takes because he doesn't have any ums or uhs, and he does a very good job at succinctly presenting kind of like the mechanism and showing off what it does and how to build it. And so I always feel like also that like it's time well spent watching any of the Seth Bling videos or whatever, because it's like, oh, here's some cool thing, and like you see other people who go through kind of redstone demonstration videos or whatever, and they make mistakes along the way, or they're not good in describing it and that kind of stuff, whereas his are very polished.
Yeah, I try and do that too. Like I don't like to deviate too much if I'm doing a guide, except like at the end when I've already done it, and it's just like you can sort of free talk about your opinions and stuff. Yeah, as far as other advice goes, networking is a big one. I think. Even though a lot of people, like, I think if you're at, like, the 1 subscriber point, don't go messaging the biggest YouTuber for a co-op. You're not going to get it. But,
right.
like, try and look, like, if maybe you and a friend have a good idea together, or maybe, like, you're at, like, a couple hundred, see if you can do it with people who are at a couple hundred or something. Grow together. I know that, like, Uber Action Nova, Paperbat VG, Sly Fox, and I think one other guy, I think the Gassy Mexican, all 4 of them, they consistently... from what I've noticed, rotate content between each other, so they keep subscribers like flowing between their channels.
and it's really smart what they do.
Mhm.
So they keep their numbers stay so high. And a good mic always helps. That's a big one.
Yes.
Good mic and a good computer.
Yeah, I feel like I've been really lucky with the microphone because the microphone I use is actually one that I had from work because there were some videos, some like programming, like Streamcast kind of stuff that I was doing for work, and so I had taken the microphone home in order to record some of those while I was working from home. And it has just ended up being a good microphone, I guess, because it's worked really well, and I hear so many other people talk about trouble they have with their microphone or wanting to get a new microphone, and so I feel fortunate to have kind of dodged that bullet in terms of having something that works successfully for me.
Right. But yeah, like, it will, if you're starting a new YouTube account, it will take years, more than likely years, to get
Oh.
YouTubers like, how did they do this so quick with Minecraft? But like, chances are they had somewhat of a sustainable audience to begin with, so they already had that broad spectrum audience to spread the word. Like, they might have had like 20 or 30,000 if they're at like a couple 100,000 now. Like, for me personally, I started at right around 6,000 or 7,000 before Machinima adopted me, and it kind of grew from there. So, but it took me 2 years to get that 6,000 or 7,000.
Mm-hmm.
So there is an element of luck, timing, consistency, and quality of content.
Mm.
And just especially doing what you want to do. Don't do it because it's the big craze. You won't sound like you're enjoying it. I mean, there are minor exceptions where if you're, let's say, doing like a 10-hour and 20-minute live stream and you're going insane at the end of it, then I mean,
What?
you know, there can be some leniency.
Then you could be doing
there.
it because people are egging you on.
Right. There is some fan involvement there. So I mean, it's not like you're not at 135% right now. But you passed 11111.
How about it?
Or 11111. Okay, 5. Yeah, 11,000, 1100.
That's still very appropriate given that yesterday was 111111. There's just ones everywhere, and as Oregon 111 is my channel name, I don't mind that at all. It all comes together.
And there used to be the number 1 in my name, but I dropped it and named myself Ant Venom instead of Anti-Venom. Every time I mention... Oh, yeah. Every time I mention the count, it's going to go up.
Yeah, so
Yep.
about that, Ant Venom.
I kind of have to, though. Like, people are going to say it anyways. I mean, people are egging each other on in the chat. I can see it constantly. The amount is getting spewed. I mean, apparently you're at 136 now, so...
Interesting.
Indeed. I really think you should call this now. That this, if you get another hour extension, it would be the last one.
Yeah, that's what I was starting to say, I think, with the midnight thing, because that would push it to 12:30 for me. And to be honest, I didn't wake up this morning preparing to do that. Yeah, I might have to call that here. If we reach 140%, I'll go to 12:20 Central Standard Time in the United States. And you can certainly keep giving to Child's Play charity, but I think in the spirit of my original, what I said originally about doing this, about getting those in before the live stream started, but also in the spirit that I'm sure everybody wants me to finally press F3 to figure out the amount, and then I can end up choosing a winner for the contest eventually. Not tonight. I still have to go through all those, but yeah, I think when we get to 140%, if you guys can get to 140%, I don't know. I might have to egg you on. But yeah,
we're definitely entering stage 3 now.
Yeah. So yes, and yes, answering questions. Central Time, it's 10:01 p.m. right now.
Yep. Someone said I've worked 36-hour shifts. Grow some hair. I'd have to say to this guy is that when you're working a 36-hour shift, I mean, even though it is absolutely like daunting, you are doing physical work rather than sitting in a chair. Your butt eventually starts to complain to you and like makes you go crazy. Like you don't want to sit down anymore.
I also haven't
good
realized
point.
how uncomfortable these headphones get after 10 hours.
I'm actually going to just stretch my legs here for a minute. I don't think it should be picked up on the microphone, but if it is, I'll let you know.
Did you eat yet? Because you have some time if you need to do that, Brian.
I ate early back when it was around lunchtime, and I had some food, and I'm still doing okay right now. Back when we were talking about pizza, whenever it was an hour or two ago, like it sounded tasty then, but for right now, I think I'm doing okay. And I expect, if I also make it to the end, then whatever I do choose to eat will be all the more delicious. And for me, it's still only 8 p.m. here since I'm on the Pacific time zone, so it's not getting too late to go get a late dinner afterwards. But it feels good to stand up and stretch. That's one thing that actually, I guess it's like not something you talk about all the time, very often on live stream kind of stuff or YouTube videos or whatever, but I live really close to work, and so it's just about a mile away, and so I walk to work a bit, and so that's one of the ways that I get exercise. But I found that with all the YouTube watching that I do right now, especially with Far Lands or Bust, because a lot of it's kind of like listening rather than watching. Like sometimes I'll turn it on in the morning when I'm just like doing some morning exercises and then just have it playing and kind of listening, and every once in a while kind of peek in. But I almost feel like YouTube and Minecraft kind of stuff has helped me stay more fit because it gives me more opportunity to just, have some sound on in the background while I'm doing some exercises in the morning. Indeed.
Indeed. Can't say it anymore, man. I gotta make sure I get plenty of sleep tonight for my live stream tomorrow.
Now, is this just something you do every Sunday, or is there something special behind this one? Or
yeah, it's a guy that I co-opt with a lot. Like he's just been having a really hard time lately, so we're doing it in support of him.
Cool.
I made quite a few donations to charity lately, and a lot of time with this too. Well, yeah. One big donation to charity, and then the time with this. So I think I got the charity thing wrapped up for the time being.
Your karma is good.
I think my karma's all set to do this live stream for tomorrow. I think I'm all right. I like that secret sign that you placed down.
Yes.
10 p.m. going crazy. I'm surprised people haven't been bugging about the lag lately, which hasn't been as bad as it was when you were hosting 12 people in a Skype call, admittedly.
Yeah.
You're doing like 6 or 7 frames a second, which is okay.
Yeah. I don't know what
at this point, people aren't even probably really noticing it.
Yeah, that's
it's like, you're just walking in one direction. It's like, not a whole lot to see here. Unless he gets in a fierce battle with a creeper, then you might need the 30 frames a second.
Although I noticed that you don't have your compass on your hotbar anymore, and so it's more difficult for me to make sure that you're going in the right direction.
Yes, thank you very much. I put that back in.
That's a good idea. Make sure your pointer's always backwards.
Yeah, that's what I try to do, and also the sunset sort of situation, but...
Yeah, back when people were asking why you headed west, like I didn't remember if that was part of your logic at the beginning, but it made it very easy to figure out what direction you were headed.
Yeah, I'm sure probably.
When you're always just walking into the setting sun.
I didn't really... I don't think I knew about the L in the cobblestone at that point when I started. So I probably didn't take that into consideration, or the cloud movement sort of thing, but...
Did I tell you about the L in the cobblestone? Was that me, or was that someone else?
I think I first heard that from Brian here, who in one of his videos or something like that. But yeah, I never really used that before.
First heard about that from Kirshar. Because it was more like how to do it in the nether, and he was showing it with nether brick, so how you make sure always walking north. I don't even think then the F3 menu was I don't know, it may or may not have had the XYZ coordinates.
Indeed. Someone called me the responsible adult in the chat, I guess because I'm noticing the compass.
I keep refreshing the page and getting 1 minute ads. But it's okay, it's all for charity.
That's right.
It's all for the charity.
I suppose you could open up my website and refresh that if you don't want to have to refresh.
Oh, it's directly on your website.
Yeah.
Okay. You know what would have been cool is if you had set it up on your website so that the stream automatically played.
Ah, yeah, I thought about that. I forgot to do that, and it's enabled to embed and things like that, but, Whoa! What's going on here? Sorry, you'll see this in 30 seconds, but, hey, Wolfie, sit. Sit, you bum. Very weird stuff going on here. Nice overhang.
As we still wait for it to load.
Yeah, sorry.
Oh, that is a
wow.
weird overhang. Yeah, wow.
It looks perfectly normal if you're not looking at what's underneath it, but, huh. It's weird. It's like a big crater.
That's one of those places where if you were coming at it from the other side, you'd just be walking and it would seem like a nice flat plain area, and if you happen to dig down, you would get yourself into a lot of trouble.
Huh. Cool.
So the key is to not dig straight down.
That's right. Always good advice.
I do that all the time, except I do it with 2 blocks at a time. And
Right.
if you dig straight
Kind
down,
of straddle right in the middle, yeah.
well, you don't need to straddle. If you're staying in between the 2 blocks, your character will naturally stay on the highest block. So you don't need to straddle between
I
the
see.
2. Just a time saver, I guess.
Yep, and then I also see people digging straight up, and I guess so long as you're digging straight up and you have a torch at your feet, so if there is sand or gravel, like it'll fall onto the torch and not smother you. But yeah, I think smothering is probably, we were talking about kind of embarrassing Minecraft deaths or something, and I forgot about that one. There was a case where I ended up in a cave system and there was sand above me, and I touched the sand and it fell on me and smothered me. And so that is a pretty embarrassing Minecraft death as well. And as a result, I'm always like terrified whenever I see floating sand above me nowadays.
This is a little nifty area I found here.
Brian, you should check the chat.
Can you scroll back a little here?
Oh, no, not that chat. The Skype chat.
Oh.
Oh.
Hmm.
Yeah. I'm just not...
Yep.
Yeah. I'm just... Yeah. Yeah.
What's going on? What?
It'll just sound like we're continuing to go insane. Oh
Yeah,
yeah,
no,
someone's
I
asking
mean-
how much your fingers hurt, and someone else asked like a while ago about like whether your W key gets worn down or whether you end up having to switch fingers that you're pressing hurt. But I know with me in Minecraft, the keyboard is not a problem for me, but for the mouse, like I end up switching, so I use my third finger rather than the second finger in order to like press the mouse button.
Yeah, I think I'm
when I play too much Minecraft.
doing okay there. I mean, just naturally, the A, the S, and the D keys are quite the numbers or the letters are worn off. But I'm sure that's just from all the
Just finger oils and always sitting there. Yeah.
that's the main keys I use for gaming and stuff. Whoop! I almost lost this workbench off the side of a cliff. This was a rather cool place. If we stopped at 1020, this is where we could have had the official count, but this is quite comparable to the Canyon of Woe and other
Yeah.
favorite landmarks in the Far Lands or Bust world, but we must continue on. The people ask for it. Whoa, if I can, without falling off a cliff.
Yeah, I noticed you got really close there while inching away, but I'm sure Oh my god.
Clouds, especially, yeah, like it makes it so difficult to tell where the edge is going to be.
Don't forget Wolfie.
Yeah, he's
Clouds
gonna
are like
push me off.
in 1.7 or like a void. So like
No.
in 1.8.
Sorry.
You almost lose Wolfie.
Well, he almost pushed me off, and then he almost. There's a place I could
And
like
then
jump.
jumped after you. He's like, Master, I would like to join you.
You try and avoid these things. It seems like you try and avoid these, yet you just ended up in a bed that was in the clouds. It's like, what?
Well, there is this kind of ledge. I could jump off into water, but I'm a little concerned about how Wolfie would follow me.
It's there.
And yeah, it's pretty risky. Like,
And it's risky
can't
for you
sprint
too.
jump.
If you could speed jump, that would be one thing, but that is a risky jump. And like, if it was nothing but water, deep water below you, like even underneath the overhang, I could see it, but not now.
yeah, I wouldn't do it. Only because I know at this point we're all a little bit tired, and so possibly like our judgment is not great, and so that's never a good time to make risky decisions.
All right.
Yeah, I don't think. Yeah, it would be a sad day to hear Kurt crying in a live stream.
Ooh, I'm okay. Careful, Wolfie, please. He's jumping around like a jackass.
Okay, it seems like you might be safe now. Well,
I'm doing this
Judging
as
by-
quick. Oh, Wolfie, careful. He's fine. His tail is
I
still.
put my hands in the air and I'm like, ugh, clenching a half fist,
Take it easy, Wolfie.
like a claw.
Okay, I think he avoided the worst of it, and his tail is still pointing upwards. So,
Ugh.
yeah, I wonder. Well, how much damage do wolves have? Would they from like a single drop?
I forget. I think they have like 5 hearts or something. And
He's fine. We survived.
Ugh. First world problems. Wolfies in Minecraft, potentially dying.
This is a really unique spot.
Oh yeah, I see. You were probably about to head the wrong way, but then you probably saw your compass.
Well, yeah, I had to kind of backtrack so I wouldn't. I don't know what's down here, so I'm going to cover it up. So I had to kind of go backwards. But yeah, no, I'm heading back west along the edge of this crazy land, not across the cliffs.
those like fern block tall grass things that you're recently nearby, do they still exist in the latest pre-release versions?
I don't know.
I don't think I've seen them recently.
I don't think I saw them in any of my going through there. Well, I don't know about the pre-releases, but at least 1.8. I don't. Yeah, it's one of those things I never pay attention to.
Yeah, it's just kind of a random thing, but
Since they really, I mean, you like can't collect them. They serve no use other than foliage. So
Someone just asked, when you pass half the world, will the pointer flip? No.
because it's not round.
Right. If it looped all the way back around, there would be no such thing as Farlands, and there'd be no point to this.
Oh, here's that overhang we saw. Okay. And there's the old tree pig. Let's help him down. Hey.
I usually find sheep in my trees. I don't often run into like pigs and cows and other things, but the sheep just seem to love being up in the trees.
I see a question here. Kurt, do you plan on doing any challenge maps? I don't know. I've been watching Brian take on the Good map, and if I was going to do a map, I think I would do that one, simply from what I've seen of the Vex maps and things like that. I would like to be involved with doing like a race for the wool type thing, if you can consider that kind of a challenge map along the similar lines and things like that. But I don't have any immediate plans per se. But anything is possible in Minecraft.
'Tis true,
Oh.
'tis true.
Good grief. Hostile spider came at me out of a cavern.
Someone asked if there's ever any times where people in real life, for a moment, just have a sense that Minecraft physics applies. Like, I remember I was reading someone who was saying that they were, like lost downtown and they tried looking up at the clouds to figure out which way was north. Things like that. And while I don't think I have done that ever, like in terms of physics, it is the case that I'll be playing Minecraft and be underground and hear lots of spider noises or whatever, and like be finally like quitting my Minecraft game, and I've gone into the bathroom and there was a spider in the bathroom, and I jumped like the same way that I did, and it was like small spider, but like I jumped the same way you do when like a spider jumps you all of a sudden in Minecraft. And so I do feel like, yeah, that's a case where a Minecraft reaction in Minecraft is carried over to my real life.
I can't say anything in particular. They're pretty much separate worlds for me, I think, but we got some wolves hunting sheep here. It's very interesting. And he pushed into my boat. So
have you ever had a dream about Minecraft?
I can't say. I know, like other video games, like back with the PlayStation 2, like the Grand Theft Auto games, probably because they're a little bit more real world, I would end up finding myself having dreams within, like, the Grand Theft Auto world or whatever. Not that I was per se playing the game or acting out any of the game scenarios. It was just kind of one of those, probably because I was playing it right before going to bed or something like that, but I don't know. I have a hard time remembering my dreams to begin with, but I can't say anything stuck out where I'm like, I'm in Minecraft sort of thing.
Yeah, I don't recall ever having a Minecraft dream myself either, but yeah, these days I don't remember my dreams very often. There was a time in college where I was practicing to do that and doing some lucid dreaming kind of stuff and had much better dream recall, but not recently.
Oops,
Indeed.
sorry. Indeed. Minecraft dreams.
I don't think I've ever had a Minecraft dream.
Yeah, I just don't
Not
think
that I can.
It's foreign enough of kind of an environment that it would probably seem too weird in a dream that you would wake yourself up sort of situation. So
I don't know.
Yeah.
I feel like I have a lot of other dreams that are like, reflect back on them and they're obviously too weird, and you just, you're in a dream, and so you just accept everything at face value.
Right. Dreams feel real while we're in them. And I mean, I'm sure if you do happen to remember any dreams, it's only when you wake up you're like, what was that?
why did I do that, and why was I okay with it?
Right.
Oh, yes, and by the way, Kurt, you're dreaming now. The live stream starts right after you wake up.
Oh, that would be the worst.
And like you felt the actual fatigue from the live stream when you woke up.
That's
It's just
phase
like,
3.
guys, I hate to break it to you.
I just did a live stream in my sleep. Go watch it there.
I'm gonna hook my brain up into my computer, so I'll download all the stream data. A lot of it will be saturated with pizza.
Yeah. Kurt, can you do a Let's Play of Grand Theft Auto San Andreas? Probably not. It's that same thing where I started playing Tomb Raider, but I'd already beaten and played the game, so it kind of gets boring after a while. So, no. Short answer. Sorry, go ahead.
I hate Skype lag so much.
Oh.
You have no idea. I never have this problem in a real life conversation. No, we're down to the last quote unquote 30 minutes.
The last 30 minutes for... Right.
Donations.
Donations.
Yeah.
And I can only sleep at nights.
Sleep when we're dead.
Kurt, have you played Portal? Portal 2? I've played Portal 1. And
Oh god, you don't... Oh god.
I haven't played Portal 2. Sorry.
I played Portal 2. The friend that I, in real life, that I play Minecraft with a little bit or whatever, like, he had Portal 2 and really wanted someone to play Portal 2 with or whatever, and so I got Portal 2 as a result, just to kind of play through it and then play kind of the, two-person, whatever they're called, stages together or whatever. And it was pretty fun.
People in the UK are like, no, don't donate. It's 4:21 here. Don't do it.
4:21 a.m.
Yeah.
Wow.
I guess if we think it's brutal there, we got to think about the people who are watching this when it was like, oh yes, live stream 6:00 p.m. Sure. They're like, I hate my life so much right now. 4 a.m. It's like, well, they'll be up until 5:20 at the very least.
I think it took me a while to play Portal. I only played it until this past summer, and then Portal 2 came out. But I ended up watching all of X's Portal 2 playthrough, so that probably...
So you are a fan of X.
Yeah. That probably kind of spoiled it for me.
There's some games that don't have as much replay value, obviously, and when you know how to solve the puzzles.
I probably, at this point, being so long, I don't remember too much of them.
Exactly.
But yeah, it's... maybe, eventually I might. But I got the first Portal when it was like, super sale sort of thing on Steam or whatever, but because I'm a cheap bastard.
Yeah, that's one of the things when you're talking about, like possibly, playing Good's map or something like that. Like, there's all these other, Vex maps and things where I've seen other people play through them, and so I know, like, a number of the map secrets and where things are located. I wonder if, like, the next big thing or something with these games will be maps that are more dynamic, and so like somehow there's like a randomizing element, and so someone could make a map, but like different things will be located in different locations each time people play them. And so you could be playing, Good's 404 map, but it would, somehow organize things differently. It would be an interesting kind of variation on things that would give both more replay value for, an individual, as well as allowing people to like see the map and know a bit about it, but still have kind of a different experience when they go through it themselves.
I think that's the same way with the Race for the Wolves. I noticed with the second one, there was the first series, the first game they went through. I'm talking about the Good and BOO versus with the second map, Race for the Wool.
When
there
was like second map, they played it against Jeds, and then they played it against like TTR or
there was that second race on the same map they did with somebody else. But since everybody had already played the map already, it just became super serious, and it was just like, because everybody knew what they had to do, where things were, and so it was like, it was a completely different dynamic, which was cool, but it was just a different, they only have so much replayability.
Skype chat.
Yep.
And
people are going, TTR! Yes, I'm sure there's a number of people who are fans of Team Tunnel Rats. And the individuals who like make up those teams, like I'm not subscribed to any of them, but I actually do watch a number of their videos. Because there's like, I think Joe Hills and Zombie Cleo and can't remember who else was on that team, but they're all good YouTubers. And someone on the live stream mentioned Shadow of the Colossus, which is a game that I've never played, and the only thing I remember about it is that it was like a very highly ranked game for an old system. Like it was like the most popular game for like SNS or something that I never played, I think, maybe. I can't remember. Have either of you ever played Shadow of Colossus?
I heard that it was one of the most immersive RPGs ever made, and it's one of the more underrated games of its generation.
Which, sorry, stage 3. Shadow of the Colossus. Is that the PlayStation one, or are we talking about something different?
It's PS2, I think.
Yeah.
Okay.
PS2. Okay, yeah, that one I played also recently. I waited a while to get that one. I like that. It's very cinematic, is what you can put towards it, and I don't know if I'm a huge fan of those types of games that I would like try to find others in the genre, but that one in and of itself was, I enjoyed. It was difficult. I did have to, I can admit, I did have to like kind of look up, okay, how do I beat this one really seriously? Just because there are a few of the colossi that quite difficult.